Is his brain on drugs? You remember that old commercial? That's Freddie Sharp, and he has to be tightly restrained by paramedics because he is high on bath salts. As a matter of fact, he was ODing there. Freddie's story is one of thousands about people chasing that next high. In the last week alone, a couple of cannibalism and self-mutilation cases could be linked to bath salts. Freddie's story is not unique as a former user. It's unique because he is a survivor. How do you describe your experience? Because we see the video of you, and it looks like you're having these wild hallucinations, and you're mumbling and talking out of your head. What was going on in that video? What was happening to you?
It was a very scary thing, actually. Whenever all that was going on, that was my overdose and everything. And whenever that was going on, I never experienced anything like that, doing the bath salt or anything like that before. And it really actually scared me pretty bad because I was hallucinating about being in a mental institution, an insane asylum, basically, and something about Jason Voorhees and getting possessed by him, and it felt all kinds of crazy.
I want you to tell people what was going on in your body, in your mind, in your head, as we look at this video. What was happening to you?
Fear, darkness, just, it felt like impending doom was coming down on me, and like that I was possessed, and I couldn't try to stop whatever was in me from continuing further, and it felt like I was about to bust loose and actually hurt somebody. That's why that I was wrapped up the way that I was wrapped up in the fetal position and trying to keep my hands behind me and everything, because I felt like something was going to happen, and I was going to bust loose, and it was going to be a really bad situation, and I'd never felt something like that before, some fear like that, and it was one of the most horrible experiences of my life. I don't know why that I did it. It happened, it's behind me now, and I'm trying to move on from it and everything.
You described this as, you said, was it like hell on the inside or the devil? How did you describe it?
It felt so evil. It felt like the most darkest, evilest thing that is imaginable. I mean, I was going through something so severe, and it be so dark and scary and everything. It was unimaginable to me, and that's why that I couldn't grasp. I couldn't fully put my head around it and grasp it. And I was trying to calm myself down, trying to think about other things, and trying to basically keep myself under control, because I felt like if I lost that control, that anything could happen.
How old are you now, 27?
Yes, I'm 27.
27, and you've been using for how long?
Bath salt?
Well, how you've been using? You said you've been using drugs.
Yeah, I've been an addict since that I was basically 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, so the kids start young using these drugs. How are you doing now? Do you still use bath salts?
No, I do not.
You don't?
I do not use bath salt. I haven't used bath salts in months.
Yeah. Do you know people who still use them? And if so, what do you tell them?
I mean, there are people, I'm sure, that are out there still using them and everything. And the only thing that I can say to them is, if you value your life, you'll stop it, and you won't do it anymore, because it'll destroy your life. It'll destroy your family. Yeah. It'll destroy everything.
When you see these things that pop up in the news, like people who are dismembering people, taking their body parts out, people who are stabbing themselves, people who are eating people's flesh and faces, and doctors and investigators believe that these bath salts contributed to that. Do you think that it can make people do that? Does it give you that sort of crazy superhuman strength and make you do things like that?
Actually, the superhuman strength thing, yeah, because you feel like you're 10 foot tall and you're bulletproof, and you actually do not feel any pain. I actually didn't feel any pain personally, and for me, I really didn't want to eat anybody's flesh or do anything real crazy like that. I just got paranoid off of a lot of it.
As someone who has used drugs, this particular drug, how did it feel, this overdose? Was it the worst thing that ever happened to you?
It was one of the worst things that's ever happened to me, yes. It was top. It was number one thing that worst thing that's ever happened to me. It didn't amount to, anything else that I had done. I mean, it was so hard coming off of it. And I'm so glad that I did it and I had the power to do it.
What do you mean it was so hard coming off of it? Talk to me more about that.
well, the effects of it and everything, and just the wanting it, the urge to want it, and felt like I have to have it, because if I don't, then I'm going to be sick, and I'm going to be so lazy, and I won't have energy to do anything, and just those basic right there, and it's just the withdrawals off of it itself. I mean, whenever it comes out of you, you can smell it in your hair and everything. It's so nasty.
What does it smell like?
It just smelled like nasty. It just smelled like unclean, nasty, unkept, like chemically type smell.
How long have you been clean now, Freddie?
I've been clean from bath salts and stuff for let's see, God, how long has it been? I would say a good 4 months.
Yeah.
From bath salts.
Well, Freddie, good luck to you. Thank you for coming on, okay?
Oh, I just want to say thank you also.